Hi, welcome to Alberta. So today we are doing actually two things. First of all is, of course, you can't do Alberta without doing beef. So we're going to be making a steak. Steak by itself is great, but not the most fun thing in the world to watch, at least in my opinion. So we are also going to make one of my favorite things to make, a sauce to go with it. And of course, the other thing we have to make when dealing with Alberta is the famous Caesar drink, which was of course invented in Calgary. So we will be making that as well, so we get a nice 2-for-1 when it comes to Alberta. So hold on to your cowboy hats and let's go cook some beef. Okay, so while the steak is cooking, you want to start your sauce. Here I've got a diced up shallot that I'm putting into a pan of hot oil. You want to cook that shallot until slightly brown and soft, stirring occasionally. Okay, now that they're nice and soft, we're going to deglaze the pan with some red wine that I poured a little too fast here. You want to let that red wine reduce by about half before you add the next ingredients, which are oregano, some stock, beef stock preferably. However, I didn't have that, so I am using chicken stock here. Honey. Then red pepper flakes. And a cinnamon stick. You want to leave that to reduce by half again. Once you've got that nice smell of cinnamon coming from the pan, you want to remove that cinnamon stick. Now that that is reduced by about half, we can continue on with the next step. We are straining it off and then putting it back in the pan on low. Now adding the next ingredients, a little bit of sugar, some balsamic vinegar, add a little bit of salt, and the cornstarch that is used to help thicken the sauce. Now you want to whisk all those white chunks out of the sauce there. As you can see, just finishing up just some little bits that I missed. And as you can see, this sauce has thickened and reduced quite a bit here. And how you will know your sauce is ready and thick enough, it will coat the back of the spoon. See, as you can see here, it coats it, and then when I run my finger through it, it stays put and leaves that space. That's how you know your sauce is done. Okay, it is time to plate. Oops, I already got a little dabble of sauce there. That's okay, not a big deal. So we're going to put some on underneath the steak. Then put our nice steak on top. And pour the rest of the sauce over top. Now I did have some nice sauteed mushrooms that I meant to put with this as well, but I completely forgot. Oopsie. And now it's time for your Caesar. So we're going to take a lime and run it around the edge of the glass so our celery salt will stick to it. Okay, so now we're dumping some celery salt onto our plate here so that we can easily just kind of wring our glass through it. Okay, there we go. So it's now rimmed. So we're going to set that glass aside and get our mixer to make our drink. First, we're going to add some horseradish. Also, normally there would be ice in here. However, I did not have ice. So that's okay, it just won't be as cold. Next, we add our Tabasco. And now the Worcestershire. And this is where you would normally add vodka. However, I want to make it a virgin drink, so I didn't add that step this time. And we add the clamato juice. That's right, there's clam juice in this drink. Trust me though, it's not as bad as it sounds if you've never had this before. It actually works very, very well with this drink. Now we're going to give it a shake. Okay, bringing our glass back, we are now going to pour that mixture into it. Okay, and now to garnish this drink. Now there are many, many ways to do it. However, classics are the celery stick, a lime wedge, and if you want something a little more spicy, a pickled green bean. Cheers to Alberta! Next up, we'll see you in Saskatchewan.